Stephen Colbert thanked his stage manager for distracting the audience while memorizing his script on commercial breaks following his ruptured appendix. Stephen Colbert literally went from the highest of highs to the lowest of lows in a matter of hours. At the time, Colbert was fresh off interviewing David Letterman, perhaps his most important interview ever. Once the show came to an end and Stephen arrived home, he suddenly started to feel ill. Colbert felt as though he could recover by sleep. However, the problem only worsened. The ultimate low came during an off-camera dance with chef Jose Andres. Colbert admits he literally felt like dying during that portion of their interview. Upon his return, Colbert had a lot of people to thank, and one of them was his stage manager, who saw Colbert at his very worst, but did his best to distract fans. Colbert reveals, "I want to thank the people on this show who truly went beyond the call of duty to get me through that taping. My stage manager literally stood between me and the audience so I could weep into my script during commercial breaks." The moment can be watched below around the 6:50 mark. Stephen Colbert picked the wrong time to step away from The Late Show. Colbert's Late Show band also confirmed the struggle the host was going through without fans noticing. "I knew something was wrong when the first time in almost 9 years you had to rehearse the monologue sitting down with a bath bucket next to you." Colbert laughed. "I had forgotten about that detail." As expected, Colbert also poked some fun at himself, stating that the struggle helped him to lose some extra pounds. "They're too many to name. You know who you are, and you'll never forget it." To everyone who did not reach out, "I know who you are, and you'll never forget it," he joked. "And you might be surprised at the end here. I'd like to thank my appendix because you giving me blood poisoning helped me lose 14 pounds. Ladies, gentlemen, you heard it here first. Appendicitis is the new Ozempic." The host was able to get through the moment, and it was all because of his support system. Fans also had plenty of praise for Evie's involvement during Stephen Colbert's darkest moment. The story of Stephen Colbert's ruptured appendix has over 1.4 million views on YouTube, with a near 3K comments from fans. The most liked comments appear to be similar, and they all credit Colbert's wife, Evie, for supporting her husband during a tough moment. She was a major reason as to why Colbert checked into the hospital to begin with. After Colbert's driver knew something was off, he phoned Evie, who convinced Stephen he needed to go to the hospital. The moment likely saved his life. Fans were full of praise for Evie. "Can we all just state for the record how much we all love Evie? We're very happy that you're still with us, Stephen Colbert. He's not hallucinating. He's always like that." Evie gets the best line in this episode. "That was a close call. Evie and Pablo saved your life that night. I'm really happy you're still here with us and glad to see you so well recovered. Take care, Mr. Colbert." I cannot imagine what Evie was going through, but so glad she insisted and colluded with Pablo to get him to the hospital. That must be scary as hell for a spouse to see their partner in a situation like that. Stephen always makes sure she gets plenty of love from the audience, but she deserves even more. I can just see Stephen reciting poetry to the doctors and Evie reassuring them how he doesn't need drugs to do that. He does that naturally. Love you, Mr. Colbert. Live long and prosper.